Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Auman. I'm the Assistant General Manager of Rite Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Very excited to be here today. Very excited to introduce Tyler and talk a little bit about the partnership.
And I'm Tyler Johnston, CEO of Berg Enterprises, and excited to be here today.
Tyler, we're introducing this partnership with Rite Way and Berg's coming together as one. Just curious if you can give us a little bit of idea of the history of Berg, what it's meant to this community.
Berg's was founded in 1974 by my grandfather and grandmother, Dick and Kitty Berg, and it was really built to support the growth of Fort Huachuca and the residential population around here. My grandfather passed away in 2002 when I was a senior in high school, and my mom and her two brothers, Kathy Johnston and Rick and Mark Berg, took over and ran the company for the next 20 years. And over that time, my cousins worked in the business, did a fantastic job growing the residential side, and also expanded into new markets, specifically federal markets, all across the southern part of the country.
So, Tyler, what went into the decision to kind of divest the business?
Yeah, so as the business grew over the last 10 years or so, and the federal markets grew, we really saw, kind of two businesses in one. And when I took it over, we had the residential operation here in Sierra Vista, and then we had a federal effort that was spread all across the southern half of the country, doing HVAC and plumbing projects on federal installations. And so as that side of the business grew, and as we diversified into other commercial work in Tucson and Phoenix, we saw our focus shifting in a lot of different places. So I thought it was best to identify, a player, a good steward, a player in the Cochise County market, and a good steward of my grandfather's legacy to hand that off to. And that's what I've been working on for the last year and a half with my team.
So Tyler, you talked a little bit about kind of what went into the decision to diverse the organization. Real quick, just curious, what were you looking for in a company to partner with?
So as I started thinking about divesting the residential business, I looked at all the players in the market that were potential targets to build a partnership with. And as I started to look with Rite Way actually reached out to me, Chris Sundin, and we started having conversations about their business model, their story, their founder, and how they had grown. And I really liked what I heard. As I further looked at their brand and the investments they make in the Tucson community, it really started to feel like it could be a good partnership. And through further conversations with Rite Way executives, over a very long discussion, over a year and a half, I really started to see that their standards for quality and the way they treat their customers was aligned with those of my grandfathers and those of my team at Berg's today. So we continued that conversation. I spent time in Rite Way's facilities in Tucson, and then ultimately saw them make the Arizona Comfort Systems acquisition. Rite Way can offer our employees, on the residential side, more than we could. As our focus was on growth and our focus was on federal, I looked at their training programs, I looked at their incentive structures, and I looked at the quality of life for their employees, and that was very important to me. And then I thought about what they could offer our clients, and I looked at the additional services, I looked at their quality, I looked at their reputation in Tucson and their developing reputation with ACS, and it just made a lot of sense to partner with them.
And from the Rite Way perspective, Tyler, we've been doing work down here for decades, but we've never had a physical footprint in Cochise County. So we are super excited with the, as you mentioned, the ACS acquisition and now the Berg's partnership. This has just allowed us to be able to kind of expand our footprint in the market down here and have a physical presence where we can now really ingratiate ourselves into the community and kind of carry on that legacy that you've started and your family started. So Tyler, what does BEI's presence look like in Cochise County post-transaction?
Yeah, absolutely. We're still going to be here. We're not going anywhere. We're still at 4109 Monsanto. We're going to be focused on federal work here. We're focused on the border and DHS and the infrastructure they're building. We're focused on Fort Huachuca and the growth we're seeing there. And we're focused on the light commercial and retail community around here, because as federal infrastructure grows, we typically see that retail infrastructure follows. And then lastly, we're not leaving the new home construction market. We'll continue to build multifamily, apartments and complexes, and that kind of thing, as well as new construction, serving some of the most premier contractors in Southern Arizona that build custom homes, including Sun Canyon Builders. We've had these clients for a long time. Rite Way doesn't do new residential construction, and we think we have an opportunity here to even strengthen the partnership and ensure that our clients that we're building houses for and the quality of infrastructure that we're building is serviced by a preeminent partner like Rite Way. So we're still here, we're still in the community, and we're still investing in things like this because they're important to me and they're important to my team.
Yep. And Rite Way is equally as excited for this opportunity. We're really looking forward to servicing the clients that you serviced in the past, continuing that legacy of Berg, as well as just make sure we take really good care of people. That's what we're really focused on, both employees and customers. We want to take really good care of them. But we're excited about the prospect of being able to offer additional services to the customers that maybe you weren't able to offer in the past. Plumbing, sewer, drain, septic, electrical. We really want to become the one-stop shop for home services in Cochise County.
Yeah, I think you guys are well on the way too.
Thank you. So Tyler, thank you so much for having us and partnering with us and inviting us to participate in this community event. We are very much about community at Rite Way, and we know you are as well at Berg Enterprises. So any special final messages that you have that you want to share with your customers?
I just want to thank everyone on behalf of Berg Enterprises and on behalf of my family. I want to thank everyone for riding with us over the last 50 years. And I want to commit to you that Rite Way will continue that quality of service that you got from Berg Enterprises will continue. So thank you for the opportunity to serve you in Cochise County. And we look forward to continuing to engage in the community and continuing to be a part of the growth of this area.
Tyler, we certainly appreciate it. We're excited. We're looking forward to everything. Thank you so much for entrusting us in your family's legacy. It's not a responsibility we don't take lightly, so we're very excited about this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.